Hello everybody, welcome to another True review. I am of course True, your Million G Gamer, and this is Wailing Heights on the Xbox One, which is currently available right now for the price of £9.59 in the UK and $11.99 in the US and EU regions. So Wailing Heights is a coffin-rocking, body-hopping musical adventure game set in a horrific hamlet of monsters, with a story by Kevin Beimers, who wrote Hector, Badge of Carnage, and glorious 2D artwork from a host of very talented comic book artists. Set in a peaceful and blood-curdling village blessed with gorgeous panoramic mountaintop views and a blissful stench of rotting corpses, Wailing Heights is the home of the likes of vegan werewolves, hipster vampires, gossiping ghosts, and all manner of well-adjusted supernatural tax-paying homeowners. The story sees you as Francis Banky Finkelstein, former manager of the Beatles-esque rock band, the now-deceased Deadbeats, who unceremoniously arrive at the town of Wailing Heights, where no living human is allowed to be. You're quickly introduced to a ghost, Saul Goodman, public defender of the deceased, and your adventure to save your life and reunite the band begins. Onto the graphics. So if you ever wanted to play a comic book, this is actually a game for you. The cutscenes to the in-game visuals, they're all impeccable, with a colourful cast of characters brought to life by renowned comic artists such as Glenn Fabry and John McCrae. The visuals really do jump off the page, as does the town of Wailing Heights itself. Vampires, werewolves, ghosts and many other creatures are all present and individually drawn, with no copy and paste characters to be found. It is really a visual sight to behold. Onto the sound, let's have a listen.
Once more.
We are the Deadbeats. The river's coming in the dark of night. If you catch a sight of us, you may die right. We are the Deadbeats.
Francis! Oi, Francis, how are you, mate? Aye. Bite me, Finkelstein, eh?
Blah 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 nonsense, etc. etc.
Saul Goldman, Saul Goldman.
His name's Saul Goodman, likes his chocolatey chip baked inside of the dough. He likes his cookie crisp, but messy writing, he can't handle that. And broken pens, that's what makes him snap. Hello. Hello!
Oh, hey, Spooky. Couldn't hear you with my phone's on.
Hey, it's so good to see you. I don't think we've met before, but you seem really, really nice. Do you want to be friends?
Silver bullets slowed him down, but his paws were just as quick. So where in this dog-eat-doggy world did Abnorm lose his stick?
Hey boys,
The music and voice acting in Wailing Heights is amazing, with a plethora of British accents on show, which brings each of the characters to life. It really complements their look and breathes even more life into them. Even the many NPCs who play various roles in the story benefit from the same attention to detail that the main cast have. It's not all good though with the sound. For the amount of effort that's been lavished on the audio production, it's bizarre that the volume is all over the place at times, with lines in same conversations delivered at very different and obvious high decibel levels, even on certain occasions so loud they actually make you jump. I suspect this is a coding issue and hopefully can be rectified, as it does detract from an otherwise magnificent musical and audio score. On to gameplay. Now, all the above dressing is fantastic, but as regular followers of the channel here will know, these are gameplay focused reviews, and I'm pleased to say that Wailing Heights nails it in this department too, providing an interesting yet simple mechanic in its body possession circle. As Finkelstein, you need to discover the name of the person, what they hate and what they love to complete the possession wheel, and gain control of that character and all the unique abilities and skills that come with them. You learn these important pieces of information mainly through fantastical scripted dialogue, with a few instances where you learn them from songs. The characters in the game respond differently depending on whose body you're in control at the time when you speak to them. Example of this, werewolves hate ghosts for example, as they can't smell them, so Saul Goodman isn't going to get very far, but Lola the vampire just might get some information from them. Then there's the character's abilities, whether it be Saul Goodman's ability as a ghost to become invisible, Lola the vampire's to transform into a bat, or Abnorm's werewolf ability to track things down with his highly sensitive nose. You have to utilise these abilities not only to possess these characters in the first instance, but then to ultimately free Finkelstein. The game locations are a little bit limited in their number, but with the story progressing at a steady pace, you don't actually seem to notice this, as new events and occurrences are happening all the time. The game's 3 acts should take you about 4 to 6 hours depending on how quickly you figure things out, which is a decent enough runtime for a game like this. If you use a guide, you could probably finish in less than half that time, but then you'd actually ruin the game for yourself if you are using a guide, so I would strongly advise against that. Other than the silly sound dips and spikes that happen throughout, the only other thing I would have liked is a better third act, as it's all too brief and is a bit different to the other 2 acts, but to avoid spoilers I won't say any more. Still, we have here one of the most unique games I've come across in a good while, and can definitely recommend that you buy this game. So thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed the review, why not hit that subscribe and notification bell so you know when I upload new content, or even follow my Twitch channel in the description below, where I stream each and every day.